Word Zen that's on the store. Word Zen. It's a, so I don't get any money from it, although you have to pay 99 cents from here. But you can look at a screenshot if you don't want to pay the 99 cents. It's an app that was built with the Flash Pro, so it's a Flash app. But when you look at it, it kind of looks like a native app, and the developer who did this basically used the UI components that look like the native iPhone UI components. So that's something that you can do kind of on your own. We don't have built-in support for it right now, although if you were at the Sneak also yesterday, how many of you saw the Flex Mobile demo? Okay, so Flex Mobile demo, you see them building kind of like a version of a directory that first looked very bland, and then they showed also how you can easily apply a skin to it. That can be either a custom skin, or they showed also very briefly a skin that basically make it look like an iPhone component. So Flex Mobile is not a product right now. It's not something that's available. It's still the seed stage. But that's kind of what we're thinking about in terms of a UI framework that will help you specifically on mobile to build your application.
I need it.
You just yell.
That's all the beer left.
Thank you. What is your strategy for allowing developers to integrate with native code written in C and Objective-C and accessing what will presumably be the constantly changing and updating native libraries and so forth available from Apple and other developers?
So, yeah, this is kind of awkward where it's standard, so probably bouncing around a lot. So right now, the plan is basically, since you're kind of in the Flash environment, and so to speak, we plan to keep you in that environment in some sense. So if you ask the strategy question, that's the strategy. There's good reasons behind it, which I think is probably just as interesting as the answer. So basically what we do is, you kind of see the UI the way we manifest it in Flash Professional. It's like a drop-down. You want to hit Flash Player 10, you hit Flash Player 10. Hit Air, you hit Air, you hit iPhone, you hit iPhone. That's kind of what we're doing. So in order to do that, we need to provide a consistent and constant API service across wherever you're taking your skills, if not so much taking your application. And so that's kind of why, we will, with Air or with Flash Player, you're always to some degree going to be trailing what's available in the native underlying operating system, browser, whatever it is. And so we're kind of going for the same approach. We want to give our developers breadth of reach, but while at the same time, providing a lot, but not all, of the capabilities of the underlying system. So if the question is more specifically about, there's things in UI kit, core animation, et cetera, that I want to get access to, unlikely going to happen. Go ahead.
I was thinking more. Should I be talking to the microphone?
Yeah.
That's better. I guess I was thinking more along the lines of third-party or even our own custom libraries that would be impossible to implement in this environment. Like, I can't actually speak about them, but there's definitely no way we'll ever be able to implement that in Flash. And now Air is moving in a direction where we'll be able to integrate it via socket servers and executing native code with various calls and so forth. And I'm wondering if you're going to pursue some similar approach to allow some kind of bridging or something like that in this app.
Not in the iPhone case, not at the moment. And so, also there's a kind of interesting, you go with Air, you're doing a socket server or native processes, you're coming in the native OS. iPhone on its own doesn't allow you to do that, even if you're, running Objective-C. You set your sandbox, and the sandbox can do it.
Yep.
So,
there are some limitations also in terms of on the iPhone in general, again, it's not specific to what we're doing. It applies to the native application as well. You're kind of using dynamic libraries or anything like that. You can, it's just not supported.
Yeah.
You can use static libraries, though. And so if you have some C code, for example, that you want to use in your application, a solution that you have is to use Alchemy to turn it into ActionScript bytecode, but then compile it to ARM. Alchemy is supported.
Okay.